everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. It's your boy Key, back again with Shooting Star Sheriff for episode, where are we at, 13? Episode 13 of Nerd Shit. It's crazy. We initially weren't really going to do an episode this month, but we decided to come here and kind of give you all just like a casual, laid back, hanging with the boys type of episode. So basically, this episode is just us. We're just gonna have a conversation, just how we would normally have on the phone. And the idea behind this kind of came from just me and him talking on the phone. I was like, "Yo, we're talking on the phone about." And our conversations are basically about nerd shit or nerd culture, like whatever we're doing, like playing what game we're playing or which anime we're watching or TV show, anything. Like, we talk about nerd shit regularly on the phone. And our conversations are like 40 minutes to an hour long. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, let's just put this on a podcast. I know we weren't going to put out a podcast this month because, Corona and stuff like that. But let's just go ahead and just have a conversation for people on the podcast. So that's basically what we're gonna do. I kind of want to start off. By talking about what I've been playing, video games wise, and then I guess you could talk about what you've been playing because I know you've been playing a lot of shit lately. I know every time I call this dude, I'm like, yo, I know right now you're playing. I know right now you're playing Persona right now, but real quick, I gotta talk to you about this, whatever. I know you're playing Persona. You're playing what? Weren't you just playing something else? You were playing
I,
something.
is Xenoblade. I'll go over my list. I'll go through my
Okay,
list
yeah, yeah.
because
Go.
it's actually surprising how much I'm playing right now.
Yeah. Okay, so um, I've been delivering packages. So if you are one of the people who subscribe to me on YouTube, you know I play a bunch of fighting games, right? I play just about every fighting game that there is, from anime fighting games to Mortal Kombat to Tekken, all of that. And I was uploading every day for almost 2 months, and then I just went ghost when the world needed me most. Hashtag Avatar. No, but it's because I got Death Stranding, and Death Stranding is a game that I've been wanting to play, or I've been wanting to own for a minute ever since it came out. I kind of low key finessed. I kind of low key finessed game. What is it? GameFly, something like that, because they had like a 30-day free trial or some shit, and I got the free trial, and I rented. I rented Death Stranding just to play it, and I played the intro, whatever, and I didn't really touch it because I was playing so many other games, plus I was busy and stuff like that. So I just kind of like left it there, and then I returned it to them, and I canceled my membership because I'm like, I'm not paying for this. I just wanted to try out Death Stranding before I bought it, um, and then it was on sale. It was on the spring sale for half off, so I decided to get it. And right when I got it, I stopped uploading gameplay to YouTube because I was delivering packages and I was just playing the game and enjoying it because it's a really, really good game in my opinion. I'm playing on hard mode right now, so I had to. The only reason I'm not playing it is because I had to pause and stop playing it because it was kind of getting a little stressful. It was kind of getting a little stressful, so I was like, you know what? These BTs and shit like that. I'm trying to trek through these wastelands. Well, not wastelands, but these big ass fields and deliver these packages. And it was getting stressful, so I just stopped. Oh, let me turn it off real quick.
I was gonna say because you're a big Kojima fan, so like, I mean, are you enjoying it? You really like Kojima's stuff, and I know the consensus with Death Stranding is that it's definitely not a game for everybody. It's definitely for like, it's definitely for like a specific type of audience, but for the people who have kind of gotten through it all, they like it. So I just wanted to know if you were liking that.
Okay, yeah, you are 100% right. Death Stranding is not a game for everybody. All right, so I just wanted to get that out there. Even if you are a Kojima fan, you're not necessarily going to like this game. There are definitely aspects of the Metal Gear franchise that you can definitely see have like came over to this because it's a Kojima game. Like the storytelling is definitely Kojima esque. How it's like a very deep story, so you have to do a lot of thinking, and there's like a lot of things that you might miss your first go around. Um, like all of these different, I don't know if it's like metaphysical or what, like these different concepts and stuff like that. But as far as the gameplay, it's literally just you you deliver a package, they tell you congratulations, and then they give you more orders. You build things and you deliver more packages, and they tell you congratulations. But like the fun aspects of like the beauty in the game is like the open world and stuff like that. Um, then also like obviously you have enemies and everything that you have to take care of, or you have to worry about like the BTs whenever you're in. Uh, and then also the environment too, right? So like you'll be in BT territory or whatever. So basically there are these ghosts that you can't see, but BB, the little baby or whatever, can sense them. So you use BB to sense them and try to like to stay out of their way. And if you do get in their way, they kill you. And if they kill you, you do come back, but the entire area that you were just in is completely destroyed. So like if you die in the game, the entire area where you were is no more. So that's one aspect of the game. Also, you got like these human enemies that will steal your packages, and you have to go get them back and stuff. So the combat in the game also is kind of weird because it's not like Metal Gear Solid where you can just kind of go in and just guns blazing if you wanted to. This game kind of leans more towards stealth and not actually interacting or fighting your enemies. So I know some people might not like that. Also, again, like I said, the fetch quest aspect of the game, people might not like it. The environment. So every time it rains, they call it damn, what is it, like Skyfall or something like that. But anyway, every time it rains, it's basically just like or Timefall. The rain ages everything it touches. So if you have packages on your back or whatever, the rain will destroy it. It's basically just like acid rain. So that's one aspect of like the environment working against you. You have to like trek again. You have to like climb mountains and stuff, which is the game is just beautiful. I don't know, man. So all of these different aspects of the game, certain people might not like, but me personally, I just like how beautiful the game is. The soundtrack is amazing, and all of these little things that come into play for me personally, I know like I said, I just enjoy it. Again, like I said, like you said before, it's not a game for everybody, so I definitely wouldn't recommend everybody to go pick this game up. But watch some videos on it. If it looks like something you might be interested in, I would say try it out. But yeah, that's basically how I feel about the game.
Okay, yeah, that's. I mean, I'm glad that I'm glad that you've been enjoying it. Um, I feel like I would enjoy it for the simple fact it's like it's definitely a game you're supposed to take your time with. You're not. It's not a game that you're supposed. You can like. It's not a bingeable game. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's a game that you're definitely supposed to like take it slow and you're supposed to unravel like the story like as you're progressing through at your own pace. Um, So I mean, one of these days I'll check it out.
Yeah, no, I'm probably like a couple hours in the game, and I haven't even scratched the surface yet, man. I'm still probably probably in the tutorial stage of it.
No, I was just gonna say like I understand like that you've been killing it when it comes to. I mean, I know you really like Kojima's stuff, so I mean, I just really wanted to know like how you kind of felt about that whole thing, man. I am on gaming overload over here. I'm on gaming overload. Let me tell you what my library consists of as of like right now. Your boy is not. Your boy is busy during this quarantine, which I don't know how I pulled this off, but evidently I did. So yeah, I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles because for those who don't know, since we are talking to our podcast viewers, I recently, well, no, not recently, but I think back in November, late November, early December ish, I picked up a Switch Lite, um, for just so I could play Switch games, just kind of on my leisure, man, and I'm a huge handheld guy, so I only ever want to play Switch games, on the go anyway. So I mean, so I've been really enjoying my Switch, but I have amassed a backlog of stuff because I'm still trying to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I mean I've been playing that. I mean the only reason I've been able to even keep playing it as long as I have is because I can take the Switch with me, which that to have like a sprawling like oh my god, maybe like 50, 60 hour RPG with side content that almost totals out to almost like a good. I mean, I've seen people almost have over 100 hours easily in this game. So it's basically the Persona. It's basically a Persona on my Switch, which leads me into I got Persona 5 Royal, which honestly I've been playing that way more casually than I thought I was going to be. I thought I was gonna like no life that game, which Keon already knows the story of me no life in the game.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we don't need a part two of that arc. I don't know if you want to go that deep into how crazy you were with that game. Actually, before you continue, I'll tell the story of how you actually got into that game. So this guy, back when Persona 5 first came out, never even played a Persona game ever in his life. And me, I'm a Persona fan, right? I've played Persona 3, I've played Persona 4, and then Persona 5 was coming out. I was really looking forward to it. And I was telling him about it. I was like, yo, I know you like anime games. I know you like RPGs. This new game coming out, Persona 5. You got to check it out. And he was on the fence about it. He was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out if I like it or whatever, whatever. And I think it was Afro Senju, one of your favorite YouTubers, started playing it, right? And then you're like, oh, wait, Afro Senju's playing it. So I got to check it out. You were watching his videos. And then that's when he copped it. And I probably didn't hear from this guy for maybe a month.
oh, and no, you have to give them the full context. And this is when we lived in the same apartment complex.
Yeah, we literally lived in the same apartment complex. Or did we live in the same apartment? We live really close. I'm not sure if it was the same apartment complex or like right down the street. Either way it goes, I didn't hear from the guy for a month, and like we would hang out with each other almost every other day, right? So I was like, damn. And I was like, yo, what's up with you? He's like, yo, I'm playing Persona 5 right now. I'll hit you back later. And it got so bad to the point where he would go to work, and when he's at work, right, he'll be talking to people and say, hey, I think my confidant or my I just boosted my confidant with so and so at my job. Or like my persona level or some shit like that. I don't even remember the names because I haven't played Persona 5 in forever, and it's crazy because I was this big Persona fan, and when Persona 5 came out, I didn't even get past Kamoshida's Palace, and this guy beat the game twice. So I feel like we swapped
Oh
roles a
yeah,
little bit.
we really did. We really did. So fast forward a few years later, Persona 5 Royal comes out, which is for those who I guess don't know much about Persona. They're basically like the definitive versions of each respective entry. It started with Persona 3, and then Persona 3 had the Persona 3 FES edition. Then Persona 4 got Persona 4 Golden, which that is the definitive edition of that one. And with Persona 5 now, it's Persona 5 Royal, which it basically just comes with like extra confidants, more characters, and it's just a lot more to do in the game. Which the game was already a good 80-hour game.
Yeah.
The base game was. Royal gives you more stuff to do, and there's a whole new semester in the game as well. So it's easily over 100-hour game. So I'm playing. So I have basically 100-hour game on my Switch and like 100-hour game on my PS4. So that's been a thing, right? And I also been playing Animal Crossing.
Wait, you got that? I didn't even know you had
Yeah,
Animal
I have
Crossing.
Yeah, I have Animal Crossing. I've been playing. Yeah, so I also started playing Animal Crossing as of like maybe like man, I think I'm maybe like 2 weeks ago,
Bro, do
maybe
I
two
have to
three
get a
weeks
Switch
ago.
so I can visit your island?
Yes,
I have to
yes. That's basically what this whole conversation was leading up
I have
to.
to get a Switch now.
Keon, get it. Keon, buy a Switch. Well, Switches are sold out everywhere right now, so
Some places are
good
getting
luck.
them in. Like I saw a couple at That's what I wanted to also talk to you about. I'm not sure if you noticed, but anyway, I saw a couple online a couple days ago, which I wasn't gonna buy any because I just copped a Cintiq, which is a really expensive drawing tablet for your computer. But anyway, there are people out there, right, who have these bots, and these bots scan the internet and scan these different stores online. And as soon as the Switch is posted that it's for sale online, the bots instantly buy them out, and then these people turn around and then resell them for $200-300 more than the MSRP online. And it's crazy because like I knew people were selling switches for $500 or whatever, right? Just like the switch light and the base switch for like $400 or $500. Maybe I think I even seen some for like 6 and 7. But I didn't know that they had an actual bot that buys them up before anybody else sees that they're even online, which is crazy. And I like it instantly just pissed me off. It instantly just pissed me off because I'm like, who does that? You made this little bot to buy these things up before any of us regular people even have a chance to purchase it, and then you want to resell it to us for double the price. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, no, I heard that. I've heard the whole story on that thing. It's crazy. I honestly think it's kind of wild.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, if you've been wanting to buy a Switch lately and you haven't been seeing them in stores, that's what's been happening. So it makes me think because I was at Target maybe like a week or two ago, right? I was there maybe I was Target out here is closing I think at 7 or 8 o'clock, right? And I was there like right before they closed. I'm talking about the person came on the intercom and said, "Hey, look, we appreciate you for shopping at Target. Safety of our blah 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 blah. We're gonna be closing and we're gonna be closing at this time. We're gonna be closing like 15 minutes." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. I gotta leave, but I just wanted to go check out the switches." There were seven, well, no, 8 or 9 switches, switch lights. Like I think like 5 or 6 yellows and maybe like four of the gray ones. They were just sitting there. I came back the next day because I actually had to pick up something, right? Um, and I go back over there, and those switches are not there. And I asked one of the workers. I was like, "Hey, could you double check and see if y'all have these switches in stock? Because I just saw them yesterday, last night, right before you all closed, and they aren't here. So did you all put them in the back to hide them or something? Like what's going?" And she looked in her system; they were all gone. And I'm like, that was one day, literally one day. 9 switches were purchased, you know.
Yeah,
And now I'm like,
nah.
now I'm thinking like, did the bots get to them? Did the bots legit buy them all up? Because if that's happening, then these companies need to figure out a way to limit the sale of these online and stuff. So like you maybe like you can only buy one switch. You can only buy two or something or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel.
Or like one per account or something
I
like
mean, yeah,
that.
I feel bad for the families who have 2 kids who want to buy, your kids 2 switches, and but I mean, drastic measures for drastic times, man. But it was crazy because I couldn't like wrap my head around how 9 switches in the course of not even 24 hours, man. It was legit. They closed they closed they were closing in 15 minutes. So basically, everybody who was in there was leaving, and I came back the next day, and they were all gone. I don't know, but if you haven't been able to find a Switch, that's what's been going on. Please, please, please do not buy a Switch for $500. Nintendo said
Oh yeah.
Nintendo said we're getting somewhere in. Uh, you just gotta be on the websites looking every day because these bots ain't giving nobody a chance. I was lucky enough to be able to see that they were in stock. I think on either Target's website or Best Buy. Obviously, like I said, I wasn't going to buy one, but I was just checking to see if they were in stock, and they were. But obviously, later on that day, they were all gone. So you definitely want to be checking early in the morning if you really do want to switch. Um, but yeah, another thing I've been playing my fighting games. So I copped me a fight stick. I copped a Razor Panther, and I've been wanting to try the fight stick for a long. I think I was telling you this too a while back. Like I've been wanting to try a fight stick out just to see how I like it versus the PS4 controller. And I've had it for 4 days now. I think I got it here on the 20th. First day I got it was getting my ass whooped. Was not used to it. Today I hopped on the hardest game for me to learn, which is a Dragon Ball Fighters, which is funny because my fight stick is a Dragon Ball Fighters edition. I think I posted a picture on the Nerd Shit Facebook, which if you don't follow the Nerd Shit Facebook, definitely go give us a like. I'm gonna put it in description below. You can click on it if you have a Facebook. Go like us because we are. we do polls and stuff like that. We post just nerd information like video game stuff, anime, all of that stuff on the Facebook. So definitely go check us out. But anyway, I've had this for 4 days, and I've been like legit in the lab on all my fighting games. I'm talking about Tekken 7, Injustice, Mortal Kombat 11, Dragon Ball Fighters, BB Tag, uh, Street Fighter 5, Unist. I even re-downloaded Ultra Street Fighter 4 just because I wanted to play with the Capri, because the Capri was one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter 4, which Cammy is my favorite Street Fighter character in Street Fighter 5. But anyway, I've been in the lab, and today I was just telling this dude about it before we hopped on the podcast. But today I hopped on Dragon Ball Fighters, and I won my first match. So basically, the way it went, right? I was training in it. I was training the first day I got it. Then I hopped online, and I got my ass whooped by this dude who honestly was trash. I'm talking about, like, if I had my PS4 controller, I would have washed him. Like, not even lying, just straight up just watched him. But he straight up embarrassed me, and he didn't give me the rematch. So he didn't give me the rematch. But after that, I started practicing some more. I think yesterday I hopped on and I had 4 matches with somebody. I didn't win a single match, but I got close to the point where I almost killed them and I almost won the match. So I got like I killed all of the characters except for the last one, and then they end up just winning. And then today I finally got my first win, and it was funny because the first match we had, he beat me, or the person beat me, but I was pretty close to beating them. Second match, I just straight up washed them. I mean, I straight up washed them. you know, I was getting in an ass. Um, and then the last match, obviously, I mean they beat me, but I'm getting better with this fight stick, man, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself because I was like, if I can't get this fight stick, if I don't like it, I'm just gonna return it because I have 14 days. But I think I'm actually gonna keep it, and that's like just a segue into me wanting to compete in tournaments here in the city everything uh, whenever everything gets back to normal, or whatever. Whenever we're able to go back out and have these establishments and these tournaments and stuff, right? Whenever tournament seasons come back, I want to start entering some locals, and I'm just practicing for that. So if you are out there, you're listening to the podcast, and you play any of those games that I just said on PlayStation 4, definitely down in the comments below on YouTube, leave your PSN because I do want to practice with people so I can get better. Again, it's Ultra Street Fighter 4, Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Mortal Kombat 11, Dragon Ball Fighters, Blaze Blue, Cross Tag Battle, which we got to get some more matches in, man. You you and I got to get some more matches in. And then Street Fighter 5,
Oh yeah, we
and
do.
then Eunice, Under Night, and Bert. Um, what you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying that we do have to get some more fights in at some point when I'm off of all my games.
Yeah, no, it's funny because we were supposed to get some matches in when I was up there in Orlando, but I don't think we got Blaze Blue matches in. I think we got Dragon Ball Fighters, and then we got My Hero.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I might get. Well, I'm trying to think like, man, I'll tell you, man. As far as it goes with like these games on my plate, it's really like I'm trying to get through is I'm trying to like get through as many of them as I can, but at the same time, it's just like
It's so much.
each game,
I
huh?
said it's so much.
It is, dude. It's like it's Xenoblade 2. I mean, Animal Crossing. See, the thing with Animal Crossing is that you can only do so much in one day,
Yeah.
and I'm not doing like the whole time skip method because there's like a thing because the game goes by real world time, so it doesn't go by like their own game time.
Okay.
So like once you use up all your resources for like the day, that's pretty much it. Like you can't really do too much else the rest of that day. So you literally have to like put the game down to come back to it like tomorrow, unless you're gonna do like little side stuff or whatever, or whatever floats your boat or whatever. But see that game, you can actually like I can get on play for a few hours, grind out my resources, and then I can actually put that game down for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
It's just like the games that like the games that that be having me like on a whole nother thing is like playing like bouncing like playing like Xenoblade and then like playing. I want to play Astral Chain too, dude.
Yo,
I'm literally
speaking of
trying to
that,
like.
I saw a video of Astro Chain, and when I was considering buying up a Switch, I took a picture of a couple video games, and Astro Chain was one of the ones that I took a picture of because I wanted to do more research on them to see what they were about and see if it would be something I like. And Astro Chain is looking fire. Honestly, honestly, man, what you can't record. You can't record with your Switch Lite. I was gonna say honestly, I would definitely like to see that come to your channel, but I don't think you can record with the Switch Lite.
Nope. That is the one drawback. I can't make I can't I can't make like a video or anything with the Switch Lite because there's actually no video. There's no video out on it. But honestly, I really just play the Switch Lite more for myself. I don't really, I feel like I play. I feel like most of the stuff that's on like a home console, like on my home, like on my PS4, it's more most of the stuff there I play on my channel.
Yeah.
And then other things I just keep those to myself. Those are just for me. These like Switch stuff is just like really for me, really, because like a lot of these games too, like I don't know, like a lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm very much a single player like experience type of person. I definitely I definitely get way more immersed playing more single player titles than I do like multiplayer titles and stuff like that. And I've always been like that. Like, I'm not saying I don't like multiplayer games. I just enjoy single player experiences a lot more.
Yo, speaking of
Um,
multiplayer, remember that time I got you into Destiny and you fucking lost your shit while when playing it.
yeah, oh yeah, and then I never picked it back up
Yo,
again.
this dude, this dude was going crazy playing Destiny. I'm talking about. I've never seen this man get this fucking hype and amped over a video game. And he straight losing his shit playing Destiny multiplayer because I was big into Destiny back then. I was like, yo, you need to hop on Destiny so you can be a part of the fire team. And then he gave it a try, and this was like a different dude. I'm talking about cursing his ass off playing this game online, cursing cursing his ass off you know what FPSs do to you, man. You know what competitive games do to you. And then he's like, I can't play this game anymore, man. This game is just like fucking stressful.
It is.
Well, man,
It is.
but you
It's
saying
it's
you're
funny though, but I like.
hmm?
It's funny that I say that now because I feel so weird saying that now because it's like I've definitely like over the years I've definitely tried my hand at way more games. You know,
Oh yeah, definitely.
like yeah, like I've tried playing fighters. I've tried playing, I've played more. I've played like fighting games, and I've played like I've definitely opened up my box as far as I guess when it just comes to like genres that I just really enjoy to play. I really enjoy. I really have started to like appreciate like a lot more games more, and I guess that was really the whole point of me like wanting to play like other types of games like years ago. I was just like, you know what, man, I want to appreciate like other things and just kind of be more cultured, I guess, when it comes to gaming. I don't know if that's even a thing you can do, but
More cultured when it comes to games. Like,
I wanted to be more
I don't just
cultured
play
when it comes to
Japanese games. I
gaming.
also play European and American games as well.
Yeah, that's basically how I sound,
It's
right?
like,
But no, man, I mean, I definitely have learned to appreciate people who are really, people that are really skilled at fighting games and. Like I like more arena fighters, so like I don't know. I mean, because I definitely like to play Once Justice 2. Like I
I want to
definitely
cop that, man, but I want to wait till the price goes down. I think Golden Week is next month. Let me see exactly when Golden Week is because I know PlayStation has a Golden Week sale. Uh, and normally
you know what? I was gonna ask you that too.
I know they have a Golden Week sale, and okay, it's May 3rd through 6th. May 3rd through 6th. So maybe so
There'll
Golden,
be some good deals.
yeah, cause during Golden Week, the PlayStation Store, like on all of like the Japanese or like majority of the Japanese games, they basically just put them on sale like stupid. I'm talking about like 50, sometimes 60, 70% off.
6%,
Like
yeah.
it'd be crazy. I doubt My Heroes One's Justice 2 is gonna be like 70% off, but I can see it being 50% off. Like I can see it being 20, $30. And if it is, there might be a cop because like I said, I did enjoy Mirio and Stain. I'm not sure any other characters within the roster, but those two characters probably make it worth it for me. But Golden Week is a week from the 29th of April to early May. Okay, so basically it starts on the 29th of this month actually, and then it lasts from the 3rd to the 6th. So it just depends on I guess when how they feel like doing it. But yeah, and that's actually gonna bring a lot of games down too. So y'all definitely be on the lookout for that. I think I'll make a post about it on the Nerd Shit Facebook. If the sale like
Yeah, make
yeah, if the sale pops up, I'll just make a post about it on the Nerd Shit Facebook if you follow us. But yeah, I definitely want to get that game so we can get some more matches in. I ain't gonna lie, you did me dirty the last couple matches, but I was having fun. So
you know, I mean, I learned that Deku is probably. I learned that Deku is secretly broken.
yo, he
I
is,
learned.
he is,
I
man.
learned. Well, here's the thing. His because I got to the point in the story where you get his 100% full cowling. Which for those anime fans out there, if you have not caught up on My Hero, spoilers. But yeah, you get his you get that form, and when you get that form is actually the busted form. Like the type of range that character has is kind of wild, and I'm like, and like it was at a point where like that's all everybody was playing online with him. I don't know about now because I haven't been on. I've been wanting to play, but I really haven't had any like time to play because I've been playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot on the channel, which that's been fun, and I think like playing games like that like you really get to see me like light plug, I guess.
Yeah, yo. Speaking of My Hero though, did you see the Endeavor fight? I know like I called you and talked to you about it, but I don't remember if you
Oh yeah, yeah, we did talk about this,
yo,
but no, man,
man, Endeavor though, he like I think that episode made everybody an Endeavor fan. I think that episode made everybody an Endeavor fan because going into it, nobody liked Endeavor. Just because of how shitty well, okay, I wouldn't say nobody. Maybe some people out there liked Endeavor. I don't know, but
there was two people.
there was two people who liked Endeavor.
There were two people that
There
liked
was
it
two
never.
people who liked Endeavor,
Um,
but like it's funny because throughout the season 4, you see him trying to, I guess, not rebuild himself, but atone for, I guess, his sins in the past, or like the shit he did to his family, just like straight up abusive ass fucking father, right? And then you hear him try, or you see him try to have this heart to heart with All Might, and like asking All Might for advice, which for a character like him is very very hard to do. Like he's one of the ones who's like, I'm gonna get it on my own. I'm gonna be the strongest in the world. I'm gonna surpass All Might. That was his goal, and I feel like when All Might, and this is me personally, just thinking about it right now, I feel like when All Might retired and I guess lost his strength with that fight, the last fight or whatever, that kind of also hurt Endeavor because I think Endeavor wanted to become stronger than All Might when All Might was at his height. Like, but by All Might losing all of his power, right? It's like it was too easy for him. So it's like kind of him. Everybody's looking at him like, okay, you're the number two, so now you got to be the number one. But he wasn't even a candle to All Might's light. So now he's trying to like get there. And throughout season 4 or whatever, like whenever he showed up, it was him trying to find his own way. But he realized that I think you know he couldn't just like do it on his own. You know what I'm saying? And then that last fight. Yeah, I'm about to say that last fight when he accepted the help from Hawk, because part of like I think in part of the fight he was like Hawk, like, just use your feathers to propel me forward or some shit like that. So he accepted Hawk's help, which in a way is like no one can be All Might, but I can still be that symbol of peace and that symbol of hope for everybody, but also accept help from everybody else, if that makes any sense. And that's kind of how I looked at his character development through season 4, and then just like the fight itself was beautiful, right? And then he's like, "Yo, I always hated that plus ultra," and everybody thought he was about to say plus ultra, but he said I forget what he said, but it was like his special move, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And Dev was like, "I'm not." It was a dope fight, man. It was a dope fight. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. But what were you about to say?
Oh no, I was gonna say, which is funny because it does introduce like my favorite fucking
That's
character.
everybody's favorite character who
Uh,
reads the manga, man. Which
no, dog, Hawks is boy, man. Hawks is boy. Don't even at me on that. Like,
like I'm just saying, like whenever I hear somebody who reads the manga or talk about Hawk, is like, yo, they introduced my favorite character, Hawk. I'm like, what's so good about this dude, Hawk? Like, I need to know. Do I need to read the manga?
you need because you need to read the manga. That's what that comes down to. You just need to read the goddamn manga.
Like, you need to just stop watching the anime, just read the manga, because the manga is way ahead. I want to know what happens next, but that like
Speak Speaking of, you know what? Speaking of My Hero and manga, which I'm not really gonna touch any like spoil. I'm not gonna really touch anything because this is actually a movie that came out. Was the new movie that had came out like literally like back in what I think came out in January, February. Because I went to go see it. The Heroes Rising Once Justice movie, and there are actually manga spoilers in the movie. Which if you read the manga, I guess you would catch them because everyone was like, "Whoa, this takes place." They're like, "Oh snap! Why does this character have this and that character already has that?" I was like, "Oh, okay." They're like, "Oh, this is light spoiler territory." But no, but not even about the not even really about what was in the movie, just how well the movie sold, and just like I'm just anime movies, just more anime movies coming to the West in general, because there was a huge boom when the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie came out back in what 2018 2018 that movie came out, I think 2018, late 2018, early 2019, somewhere in there. um, Somebody's gonna fact check me on that. But when the Broly movie came out, like it sold really, really well. And then the My Hero movie came out. The My Hero made millions in at the box office. Like My Hero was I remember I turned on the radio, and even people on the radio was like, "What is this My Hero movie?" But it's like grossing. Like you had people on the radio talking about an anime movie like grossing like number one at the box office. Like it was big. It was like even if it wasn't well, it wasn't. I don't think it was like number one. I think it was like number one for like a little bit, and then it like dropped off. But like it made millions. Like that movie made millions. So I hope this really pushes. I hope that like having more like anime movies coming more West Side becomes more of a thing, especially with like the One Piece movies and stuff. Because One Piece has been had movies, but like One Piece movies always got like limited like theater showings and stuff like that. So I'm thinking like now that like people are getting, I feel like movie theaters in the here over here in the West are getting more behind. They're like, oh, these anime movies are bringing money in, especially like Dragon Ball and My Hero. Like, come on, like Dragon Ball is just a timeless classic, so that will bring money in regardless. But My Hero, even My Hero being relatively new, that's new, and it making that much money, I'm like, hopefully we can get like more movies be like more anime movies, like, you know, in like, just have more release West Side and put more money and more care into like advert. Because here's the thing too with the My Hero movie. The My Hero movie and the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie had very limited at like, like advertisements and stuff like that. Most of it was like online. But a lot of it was just like the fans, like, oh, there's a Dragon Ball movie coming out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's one coming. So it's more like the fans kind of like hyped everybody up to go. But I'm hoping like now after, especially after My Hero, hopefully there'll be like more money being put into like advertising movies, more advertising like these types of movies and stuff. So I don't know, man. I mean, I really hope that we get more movies. Hopefully, like the one. Hopefully, we can get like the next big One Piece movie like in theaters, and like I can actually, it'll be in theaters for like a month, and I can actually go see it. You know what I mean?
Man,
I don't know.
One Piece don't even do movies, man. One Piece got like 50 movies.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's definitely cool. I think we need to get more. We need to get more movies. Like we need to get like more animated movies like over here on the West Side. Like I just think it. I think it's a natural. I think now like movies are. I feel like now like the movie going business. Like, oh well, these movies will actually make money over here because people want to go see them. It's like, yeah. It's just like any other, like, you know what I mean. I think the thing is because it's like a foreign. I think like anime movies over here is still such a foreign concept. So like not everybody has latched onto it. But you drop a Dragon Ball movie in theaters and people were like, oh yeah, we coming out of our house for this one. We're coming out the woodwork for this. But I don't know, man. How do you feel about more anime movies coming West Side, especially like if they can bring in money like Dragon Ball and My Hero. I'm not saying every movie's gonna bring that type of money in, but like we just had like two really good examples of movies that actually did very well in theaters. I think what I think the next movie is. I don't even think it's coming out in theaters. The Demon Slayer, like, because the next arc is like a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The next arc of Demon Slayer is the movie. It's called the Infinite Train. It's basically the Infinity Train arc in the manga, but they're going to make it an entire like feature length movie.
Oh, that's gonna be dope. No, so to
Yeah,
answer your question, I think more anime movies coming over here in theaters is awesome. It's a really dope thing because it's kind of like a foreign concept, right? Like when you think about going to the movie theaters and watching animated movies, it's more like Pixar, Disney, or some shit like that. It's never really anime, but to to think that a Dragon Ball or a My Hero can grow so much and can make so much money, can like generate so much hype. That just says like, yo, bring more anime movies to theaters over here because we like anime movies too. You go to Japan and they have these movies in theaters. Like they have movies that we never even heard about. Like or even like I think Your Name was in theaters in Japan. I think it came over here to America, but it was limited to certain theaters. Stuff like that. So big animes like that, obviously I think it's dope. The only thing is, I think the reason My Hero and Dragon Ball did so good is because of how popular they are, right? So to think about them bringing more movies over here, they might be on the fence or scared about just bringing any anime movie over here because of the hype. You know what I mean? So like something like Demon Slayer, I think that would do good because of how popular it was over here in America because everybody at one point was talking about Demon Slayer. They was like, "Yo, you seen this new Demon Slayer? You seen episode 19? Episode 19 was like the best fucking animated fight scene in anime of all time, and it's like my favorite anime ever." You know what I'm saying? I might have only been into anime for 2 years, but Demon Slayer is the best anime ever now. So let me chill. But no, like you get what I'm saying, right? So like really popular anime like Demon Slayer. stuff like that. I think would have a better chance of coming over here in the theaters. But I mean, even One Piece, I don't think One Piece can generate that much hype, personally, because me being a casual anime
Eh,
fan, right? I only hear about the hype shit because I don't go looking for everything else, right? And I
yeah.
don't really. The only time I hear about people talking about One Piece is Afro Senju calling it trash, like when on Twitter. That is literally the only time I personally, me being a casual anime fan, someone who isn't really in that world, like talking about it. That is the only time I hear about One Piece, and maybe every now and then I'll see a trailer for a movie, which I think the last time I seen the trailer for a movie was last year. I didn't even know the series was still going on. So, but like you always hear about My Hero, you always hear about Dragon Ball, you always hear about these other popular anime. So personally, from where I'm looking at it, I don't think it can generate that much hype because I think it's more it's like I want to say a niche audience, but people have definitely moved on to more things. If that makes any sense, you see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but like at the same time too though, like everything has a fan base. Like I understand One Piece. The only reason One Piece is still standing the test of time is just Oda is a madman. But just outside of that, like everything just has a fan
Yeah,
base. Everything has a fan base, so I just think more movies need to come so that way these fans can go see these movies and support official releases for these types of movies. I think another thing too is like I think when it comes to just like the fandom
well, question though,
and
before you
like I
finish
said,
that,
every
do you think a One Piece movie would do as good as a Dragon Ball or My Hero did?
not in the West, not in the West,
Okay,
not in the
yeah,
West. Because those movies do really good in Japan. But One Piece, but you have to understand, like One Piece in Japan is a goddamn phenomenon. It's on, it's it's almost damn near like Dragon Ball. How much publicity and merch and stuff that they have.
yeah.
Not saying I'm not trying to rival the. I'm not trying to say one's better than
Oh
the
yeah, no,
other, but
definitely.
I'm saying like in Japan on East Side, it's like One Piece has its own store. It has its own. It has like a whole bunch. It gets a whole bunch of love. But there are a lot of people that like One Piece over on this side too.
Yeah,
It's just that the thing with One Piece, it's hard to get new One Piece fans because of the
I'm about
longevity.
to Google how
Where
many
it's
episodes they got
easier,
while you're getting your thoughts out.
yeah, it's just easier to get it's easier to get My Hero fans because guess what, My Hero is still relatively new and fresh, and guess what, there's a 4 season anime that you can just binge watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Dragon Ball. The only reason and the only reason Dragon Ball has the long, the reason why Dragon Ball is because Dragon Ball has just been around that long. You know what I mean? It's the legendary action anime with Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, uh, you know, GT if you want to count it, and Dragon Ball Super. So I mean, you have these things, and now with the Dragon Ball Super manga, which dog, the manga is lit right now. The Dragon Ball manga is lit.
I need to get up on that, man, because I was like reading something about how Goku has unlocked the ability to go Ultra Instinct at will, or like Ultra Instinct Omen or something like that at will, and he's fighting Moro. But like Vegeta's like off on some planet learning a secret technique that he wants to people think is gonna like rival Ultra Instinct, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's getting yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's light spoiler. Yeah, but anyway. But like, yeah. The manga's getting crazy. The manga's getting crazy. I've been enjoying the manga a lot since Dragon Ball the anime, since the Super anime has ended, which they're trying to get back up, but with the state of everything, might be a little bit longer. But dude, I mean, but like it's just harder to get One Piece fans, and like I understand that because One Piece is so expansive as an anime just as a series, it's more expansive than any other really fictional thing in anime that I've seen, that I've been exposed to. You know, it's a massive world, and it's an investment to try to
925
get into One
episodes.
Piece. Yeah, I can't wait for their 1,000 episode special. It's going to be such a treat. But
925
um,
episodes. If you wanted to get into anime and you wanted to get into One Piece, you might you better start now. I wonder like
now's this.
how long would it take you to watch all that shit? Like every episode is like what 22 minutes.
Yeah, you're talking that if you're trying to binge, which some people, if you're really looking for something binge worthy right now, during this quarantine, One Piece, you will be watching that. You'll be watching that you'll be watching that. You'll be watching that now until the end of time, dog. You could watch that in the 2026. But I think my friend did the math. My friend Daryl did the math. Oh, you know
Yeah,
Daryl, but you
340 hours. I think that's how long it is. 340 hours. So I don't know how long 340 hours equates to
I
in.
think my friend was I think when my friend was watching it, you he was watching, I think, at least 10 episodes a day. When he restarted One Piece, and this was back when there was not 900 episodes. It was like closer to like the 700s. Like, I think it was like back in like the 700s. Um, so he was watching 10 episodes a day. That's that's dedication. You wake. But honestly, if you don't want to watch One Piece, and you're like a fast reader, or you can bust out more chapters of manga, I would say just read the manga. Because if you're a faster reader and you can get through manga chapters quicker than maybe you don't want to watch the anime. Like, I only watch at this point now. I only watch the anime for like the highlights. I only watch the anime for the
All you
hype
gotta do, man,
moments.
is go to YouTube and type in One Piece One Piece summary or some shit like that, and just watch like somebody break down the entire series up to date in like a 20 30 minute video, and you'll be fine.
That's gonna be longer than a 30-minute
Probably
video.
like probably like a probably like a four part video series. Each one is an hour long or some shit like that.
It be yeah, but I think that's the biggest thing with One Piece. It's just harder to get newer fans in it because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. It's an investment of a series, but it's like anything else. Once you give it a shot, you give it a chance, and you like it. Now, if you give it a shot and you don't like it, then that's fine. But if you give it a shot and you actually enjoy it, then choose how you want to go through it. Do you wanna keep watching the anime, or do you want to just read it? Because you can read, because at least with reading, you can choose your pace. If you want to sit down, bust out like 20 chapters, you can do that in One Piece. You know what I mean? Where the anime, you're confined to 22 minutes per episode, so you kind of have to sit through it all. You know what I mean? Um, but I think if a One Piece movie did come this way, a lot of people would go see it. I think people would go see it because I know I would go see it. I know my friend Daryl would go see it. I know my friend Mike would go see it. Um, a lot of people would go see it. Um, I know a lot of people in my friend group I would know would go see it. But I think at the end of the day too, it would just bring more exposure to just bringing these movies, and I think too, like, bringing a Dragon Ball movie, like Dragon Ball and My Hero, they like, especially with My Hero, and I think this is one of the biggest things with My Hero, um, that My Hero has done in a very short amount of time, and I think it's good. Is that My Hero has it that this that series came out to the West, had the first season of an anime, literally within no time flat, it just bled into pop culture. Now you can go to a store and find a My Hero shirt like that. Just like how you could just go into a store and find a Dragon Ball shirt like that, you could just go in there and just be like, "Wow, found one." Like, I have two My Hero t-shirts. I have more My Hero shirts than I have two My Hero shirts, and I have one Dragon Ball shirt, which is saying something because I like Dragon, love Dragon Ball, but I own two My Hero T-shirts. Um, so it's I think I don't own, and I own no One Piece anything. Well, actually, no, I own I have some One Piece
I thought you were a
games.
big One Piece fan though.
But I just don't have like a One Piece T-shirt or anything like that. I have like other One Piece things. Like I have a Luffy figure the Z the Z
Oh
movie,
wait, didn't I give
the
you like a
Zedo.
figure, like a One Piece figure or some shit like that?
Yeah, I have like that One Piece fan that you gave me from when you went to Japan. I still have that, and I still have
I didn't give you a figure,
um
or
you gave me like a Japanese like One Piece fan, and then oh no wait no did I buy that? I have like a One Piece. No, actually, I have a One Piece bag with a like a drawstring bag with a Tony Chop with a
yeah,
chopper
yeah.
on it. So I have a few One Piece things. I have a few One Piece things actually. Now that I think about it, but I mean, yeah, man, it's just I think I would like to like I think honestly as we release more and more of these things over it'll bleed into the mainstream like just how like there are a whole bunch of people that don't like anime but they'll tell you oh Dragon Ball was the ish and they don't even watch anime like how many times have you had a conversation with somebody or you've been like you wore like your Dragon Ball t-shirt and they be like I don't know anime but I know Dragon
Yeah.
Ball like it's getting to the like my hero is starting to like my hero like is starting to do that. Like I'll wear like my Deku t-shirt or something like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, my hero" or whatever. Like even like people are hearing about it. That's like, "Oh, I've never watched it, but I know what that I like. I've seen that character on like t-shirts and stuff." Like it's starting to like it's getting to that level. Um, so I think bringing the movies and stuff, it'll just make more people just more interested to like watch that kind of stuff and just give people new hobbies. Honestly, at the end of the day,
And we
um,
all need new hobbies right now. We all need new hobbies right now. We all need new shit to
we all
watch
need
on TV
hobbies.
and new books and manga to read and video games to play cause this chilling in the house thing every day driving some people crazy, myself included.
Oh yeah, the only thing I miss is my barber. That's really the only thing I miss.
I miss my coffee shops, man, and yeah,
That I miss that
this is my
too
coffee
because
shops.
it. I miss that too because it's like molasses over here trying to. You know how hard I work to get videos uploaded. You know how hard I have to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You know my grind. You
I
know
know
my
the
grind to
struggle. I know
get
the
those
struggle.
videos.
Speaking of
I
videos,
struggle.
what new videos you got coming out? I know I'm working on a series of where I just basically play all of my fighting games and I compare the fight stick between the PS4 controller. Right now, I have a Unist video that I recorded, and I'm probably gonna record some more videos today. But that's what I got coming out within like the next week or two. I'm gonna be doing that. But you got some videos coming out. What do you got coming out?
The Dragon Ball Kakarot is finishing.
Okay.
So that'll be a thing. What else? This is weird. Oh, it's just that and Mega Man and more Card Fight Vanguard Zero because I've only released one video on it since it's come out. But I have been playing so much of this mobile game since it's been out. It's actually a treat. It's actually such a treat to play.
Okay.
I which you know how much I like Vanguard, which you know it's just a card
Yeah, the
game.
card game that I couldn't get that I couldn't get into.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of card games, I do want to get back into the Dragon Ball Z card game. that's that's probably besides Yu-Gi-Oh the only other card game that I've ever gotten into, but nobody plays it in New Orleans. That's where I'm based at right now, in New Orleans. Nobody plays it here. Nobody plays anything Dragon Ball in New Orleans. Nobody likes Dragon Ball here in New Orleans, man. It's crazy. It's
That's
crazy
weird.
because when I first came back here, right, one store sold the cards, and then at a certain point they stopped selling the cards. And then there's other gameplays. I guess they used to do tournaments or something like that. They didn't do Dragon Ball Z tournaments or Dragon Ball card game tournaments. And then when it comes to like the fighting game community, nobody plays Dragon Ball Fighters. Like this game is dead in Louisiana. But if you go to the West Coast, this game is huge. You know, I mean, you go to New York, this game is huge. But here in New Orleans, nobody play this shit. So, I mean, I definitely want to get back into Dragon Ball card game, but that's like when we achieve our lifelong dream and move to Portland. That's
You in Portland. We, at some point we're gonna have to take another trip. At some point when all this is
man. Look,
over,
I would take a
we'll
trip
take
now.
another trip.
Tickets are hella cheap,
He
probably.
said I'd take a trip
Tickets are
now.
hella cheap, probably right now. Look, I don't care, man. Hey, look, I'll get an Airbnb in the fucking mountains if I need to. I'll still be away from everybody, but I'll be in Portland.
This man said I will live in seclusion.
I will I
This
will
man
live
said,
in seclusion and play my fighting games and and take photos. That's it. There we go. Live in seclusion, play my fighting games, and I say play photos, take photos. But yeah,
take
when we
photos.
achieve our lifelong dream and move to Portland, where there's they have the biggest game card game store on the West Coast, then I'll get back into the Dragon Ball Dragon Ball card game. But until then I can dream.
Hey man, I hear you. It's funny because like right before all this happened, right before the whole quarantine thing happened, I I was actually trying to get back into Vanguard. Like I built up my premium, I built up my Royal Paladin premium deck, built up my blasters. I was just really trying to just be like, all right, cool. I just need to start going back to pool stuff once a week. I think they still. I mean, I think they start. I think they still do it on Tuesdays. They still have a little group that shows up. If not, then I think they have one that is somewhere else. I was like, I just need to start going back and going back and just playing more again. And then this all this happened, and I was just like, ah. But like the only like I think my saving grace has been like the Vanguard Zero literally came out, and I was just like, all right, cool. Now I get to play this. I get to just play this now, all the time, which I've been going hard. I've been going hard on this game. I mean, I haven't reached. I've been playing like ranked. Like that's all I like. Like Keon, you know how I feel about playing ranked and stuff. And like all I do is play ranked in this game. Oh, just about. Like I very much enjoy playing ranked in this. I don't even like playing like Yu-Gi-Oh like in ranked. I don't like playing anything
Man,
ranked.
speaking of that, I haven't touched a Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Masters game in forever. I like remember when I tried to play that shit with you.
Oh yeah,
I
I
tried my
remember that.
hardest and then I just gave up because I don't know. It just wasn't fun for me anymore.
Nah. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, did you? So Yu-Gi-Oh is you? Have you heard that Yu-Gi-Oh has went like super like kid friendly now?
No, what?
Yeah. So there's this new anime that's out. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh Sevens. Um, and basically what they're doing now is they introduced this new thing called rush dueling, which they introduced this whole new thing called rush dueling, and it's this whole new way to duel. But like they redesigned the cards and everything. It basically just appeals to kids now. Um, so they're getting like their own cards. It's a whole new way to play. Like it's crazy. It's like you draw like every turn you draw like 5 cards. You can summon as many monsters as you
The
want.
fuck?
I was just like, yeah.
That's wild.
But it's only gonna be like in the West. Oh no, it's only gonna be in Japan. So it's a whole new and like the anime. Like I watched like the first episode of the anime because I was like, I gotta check this out, see what this is about.
Okay, that's crazy though, man. But it's funny because me, like, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh since I was a kid, like middle school. I'm talking about I'm talking about back when like Yugi and Yami were big. Like I think I played around like 5Ds as well too, but that was about it. And I haven't touched the game since then. But I know like you used to play Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. I'm not sure if you still play it, but I do know at one point you were still playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and like you would show me some of your fucking cards, and I'm like, bro, what the hell happened to this game? Like, how do cards have like double like effects and types and shit? Like this shit's crazy. I mean, I was like, I think I stopped around like the Elemental Hero phase, like when they first came out.
No, the game is now, but like it's crazy because like this whole new because normally the anime promotes the cards, so this is the first time where they have an anime promoting this whole new way to play, and it's just not coming to the West. So I think that's just kind of it's kind of crazy because it's like you're almost basically alienating the whole West now. Well, they're still releasing like regular booster packs for the regular card game, but they're just not releasing that new product over here.
I mean, do you think eventually they're gonna do that, like release them over here in the West?
Honest, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't really know. I I would hope they would come to the West. I would hope. Um, but at the same time, I don't. We already have like I think their excuse was like we already have like a version of that here.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but like I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely like Konami's doing a lot of firsts when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. They're really trying to break the mold with a lot of things now.
Yeah, that's kind of have a love hate relationship with Konami. Well, not even a love hate relationship, just like more of like a fuck them type of relationship. But that's because they try to fuck over Kojima. But
Oh yeah, we already know about that.
oh
That's
man, but nah. Um, I think we should start wrapping up real quick. The podcast. But like I said, this has just been like a real chill episode of us just kind of like just rambling about shit that we got going on or whatever, or things that we heard about or play. No real structure to it. Like I said, we weren't really gonna upload an episode this month. Do we have time to upload it this month? Yeah, we got about 5 days left in the month, so I think we got time to upload it this month. But yeah, we were just, this is like, you can call this an episode of just chilling with the boys, casual conversations, casual convo with the boys, or some shit like that. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any input, any intake, or opinion on anything we talked about today, if you just want to join in on the conversation, definitely do so in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. Or, like I said, if you have Facebook, go like our Facebook page. I think we're at like 80 or something likes. We're trying to get to 100. So I mean, if you want to help us get to 100, go like the page and then comment, or like do a comment or something like that about what you thought about this episode 13. Um, but yeah, thank you again for listening. This has been your boy Key with Shooting Star Sheriff, Nerd Shit episode 13, and we out. Peace.
peace.